What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Run My Crypto. We're going to talk about internet computer today. We're going to talk about how the launch of CKETH is basically going to push internet computer over the top when it comes to having money be inducted into the internet protocol space. We're going to talk about the launchpad, what's great on that, the NNS system, and also how internet computers picked up a partnership that is going to bring in big institutional investors. And not only are we going to discuss this information, we're going to talk about the charts. What an amazing run in the last 4 or 5 days that internet computer has had. We've seen some significant pumps come out of internet computer pretty much throughout the weekend, starting on Thursday, Friday. Amazing, truly amazing. So we'll take a look at the charts, but we're going to talk mainly about why internet computer is going to be one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies of all time. Mark my words. Let's get into it. So my understanding of why internet computer is going to be one of the top 5 cryptocurrency projects is essentially because, Dominique Williams put together a platform that is going to be very successful when it comes to internet usage and internet services. So I think what Dominique Williams had in mind was being able to create something that's going to last forever. And the route that he took essentially put him in a position to be able to establish what he had in his vision and then bring Definity in and then obviously fund the whole project. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that he had the vision to build something somewhat similar to Ethereum and ended up being able to leapfrog it because basically it's the idea of what Web3 decentralized internet is supposed to be, period. Now, there had been some initial problems with not internet computer as a protocol or as a cryptocurrency, but the problem was FTX had some malicious things going on, and they basically not blackballed, but they made pretty much some bad decisions with investments from internet computer and so on and so forth, what led to one of the ugliest charts in history for a great project like this. Now, the flip side is that we've been seeing some massive gains for internet computer. To be honest with you, 3,000 turned into 10.6 thousand in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks. So we know that you're heading in the right direction if you're investing in internet computer. But what I want to do is lay it out for you and help you understand why you're invested in one of the top 5 cryptocurrency projects of all time. This is going to be one of the leading cryptocurrency platforms and one of the leading cryptocurrency protocols coming up in the near future. And let me explain the details of why I believe this is true. So let's talk why internet computer is essentially top 5 material, because when you look at projects like Solana and you look at Ethereum and you look at Bitcoin, these 3 cryptocurrency projects cost a lot to do transactions. Solana might be a little bit on the cheaper side, but I think the robustness of security, protection, and other implementations, that there's a little bit of room for improvement. It just seems like internet computer is just one of those projects that is pretty much seamlessly operating within a decentralized space, and there's very little room for internet computer to have problems. And everything is on chain, and with internet computer being able to bring in Ethereum and Bitcoin, creating a tagged currency to those specific coins, that's now going to start inducing a lot of, are drawing a lot of attention to internet computer as a protocol, because now utilizing Ethereum within the canisters and being able to transact Ethereum that's tied to a CKETH token, which is a 1-for-1 when it comes to valuation of cryptocurrencies. When you look at that, and they have that for Bitcoin, they have it for Ethereum. Now also the EVM from Ethereum is going to be able to induct a lot of money into the protocol of internet computer, because not only you have the ability to utilize Ethereum, but you could utilize all the layer 2 cryptocurrencies through the internet computer protocol. So that is truly amazing when you have the top 2 cryptocurrency projects and being able to incorporate them inside internet computer. Now, I won't get into the technicals behind how they did this, because you can check out some of my other videos on that, but I'm just trying to give you the understanding of how there's so much value in internet computer. Now, that's just one little piece of it. Now, you also have to look at what the ability of internet computer has as a protocol. So you could basically use any web space type interaction with the hyper transaction. So if you want to go web surfing, you want to upload video, you want to internet computer can retain all these things: video, web browsers, platforms, DAPPs, DAOs, you name it. Whatever you need the internet to do, internet computer protocol has the ability to do that. So that's why I'm saying this is important to the growth of Web3 decentralization as protocol, as a protocol format, right? Because Ethereum wanted to create the same type of platform that internet computer did, but they had some roadblocks because of the fact of the transaction fees, and then how much data is being used to process transactions. So, internet computer basically put that together in their protocol, and in turn created one of the best, fastest, unique, scalable internet computer protocols. And it's funny because obviously internet computer is what the vision is for internet computer. So when we talk about Definity, it stands for decentralized infinity, because that's exactly the forefront of what internet computer is building. Having a powerhouse cryptocurrency project, and just knowing that you're invested in something that has maximum potential for the future of Web3, for the future of decentralization, for the future of cryptocurrency in general as a whole. Now, internet computer has basically checked off all the boxes and dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's when it comes to being able to scale. And using their staking platform and having proposal voting rights, this is what is unique about internet computer, because everything built on internet computer, like all the applications, the entire ecosystem runs on voting rights and proposals, and that's generally how you stake internet computer. And that's awesome, because what you're doing is you're not staking just because you say, hey, I'm staking this cryptocurrency, or you're staking internet computer because you want a return on investment. So you're putting in your internet computer, and you sit it there for 4 years or 8 years or whatever the term you pick. But the uniqueness about it is that you go in there and you take your internet computer, you take your investment, and you use it to vote. So obviously the more internet computer you have, the more proposals you could vote on. So when you build a platform, so now you're building your investment, and you're also building your investment by being able to select what path you want internet computer to go on. So you're not only taking an investment and you're gaining rewards on it, you're gaining rewards with the power to help push internet computer in a direction that you want to see fit. So if you're really a cryptocurrency enthusiast, you're going to invest in the proposals that make the most sense for the platform. And generally, anyone that's involved in cryptocurrency and understands how cryptocurrency works, this staking platform and these proposals is awesome, because now you and many others are in agreement that the platform needs to go in this direction, or being able to identify lacking that the internet computer's protocol has. If you could identify that with many other people, and you start voting on bringing in the proposals that make the most sense for you to get the most out of your investment, is truly how you really would want to invest in a company, right? Because you want to drive the company that you see fit. It's just like a board of shareholders in a big institutional business. The shareholders are like, hey, you need to put the company in this direction because my money is supporting this business. So I want to see this business go in this direction, and Internet Computer gives that ability over to all the investors through the staking mechanisms that they have in place, the proposals, the voting rights. This is truly a strong business when I talk about Internet Computer Protocol, because they're continuously getting the voice of the investors and really wanting their opinion on how to drive the company forward, because we all want to get out of centralized web centralization period. We want to get into decentralization because it gives back all the rights to the people, and especially in the finance area, and then having a platform that gives us, you know, rights to data, rights to applications, rights to, you know, anything that you want to do within the web space on a decentralized setting is what Internet Computer is putting forth in front of us. So being an investor and being able to have voting rights and being empowered to move this project in the direction that you want to go in is really awesome, because not only that, as this project grows, you're invested, you're voting, now you're moving the project in the path that you want to go, and you're gaining benefits or royalties or rewards, however you want to look at it, off of your power to change the protocol in the direction that you want to go in, which is awesome. That's really amazing to be able to be part of a business that is really pushing forward in the right direction. And that's what we want. That's what I want as an investor, to be able to empower or have that empowerment to be able to move the project where I believe, or where you believe, or where a group of people believe that it's best to put this in that type of position. So the Internet Computer Launchpad is probably one of the best launchpads that I've seen, only because this particular reason is that they all follow suit within the Internet Computer style, I want to say, because, you know, all these projects or all these applications that are being built in Internet Computer have the same voting proposals and details like that make it pretty interesting to be a part of. Now, I'll talk about two of the two projects that came off the Launchpad that I thought were very unique, because we'll look at the Gold DAO. So this is one that just recently launched on Internet Computer, and it's essentially what it is it's taking NFTs that are basically attached to gold. So, you know, the way these work is you could actually purchase an NFT. It has gold value attached to it, so you're really not having to deal with paper gold, or you're not dealing with physical gold, but you are attached to that gold, and this reflects the value of gold. So if you were to pretty much purchase, you know, some gold bars on the NFT and store it away and lock it away, and then, you know, 30 years, 40 years down the road, when your kids or, you know, your family or anything want to use this and cash it out, you're going to have the significance of the value of what the gold standard price is at that current time. So that's awesome when it comes to attaching an NFT to gold. So this is like the direction that I've always hoped for cryptocurrency to go in NFTs, because I'm personally not a big fan of NFT art per se, but I am a big fan of tokenizing you know, real world assets or real world utilities, because this is what separates, you know, the process, right? So I don't have to go out and look for a gold bar and buy a gold bar and determine whether it's fake or not or anything like that, and have that risk. That risk is eliminated because these NFTs are simply attached to the gold standard. So having that is awesome. And then also, you know, tokenizing homes, tokenizing cars. I think we're going to move into that type of space where you can literally go into a dealership. Your contract for that vehicle is attached to an NFT. You store it. You know, that's the type of future that I'm looking at cryptocurrency going into, is eliminating all these huge contracts. You know, I don't have to worry about losing documentation for purchasing a home, because everything's stored to a, you know, the way I could break it down for you. Using Internet Computer, you could actually, you know, this is something for the future that I would like to see Internet Computer do, is have the ability to go onto the Internet Computer platform, create a canister smart contract for a home from a lender, that the lender creates their smart contract, ties that to your home that you just purchased, and then submits them in the canister on the Internet Computer platform. And then now you could go ahead and store that off into a cold storage wallet, and everything you have is inside your cold storage wallet, versus having to have paper documents that could get destroyed or get lost or anything like that. And depending on what type of cold storage you have, you could have all that documentation inside those cold storage with a couple extra attachments to that specific cold storage, depending on what type of cold storage you use. Now that would be super interesting for us to go into, and looking at the way Internet Computer and their launchpad and some of their projects that are here now shows me that we're going to be moving into that type of future. So this is what Web3 decentralization infinity is all about. So we have to understand that in a long macro scale of things, because having that understanding gives you more reason to understand why Internet Computer will be a top 5 cryptocurrency. And then, so I believe that that's going to happen through, ORIGYN, where they're going to tie NFTs to that type of, specific details of what I just covered. So I'm really excited for Internet Computer, and I think that, I really would, it's kind of hard to say, because, I've been putting a lot of thought into just, cashing out of a lot of cryptocurrency projects that I'm in and going 100% into Internet Computer. But I mean, obviously that's not good investment advice, but when it comes to having a belief and a mindset of what you really want to get out of cryptocurrency, if you're in it to make some money, it's good. But if you're in it to make a boatload of money for the future, it's even better. So imagine, you had a chance to get into Ethereum at $3.90, or even $9, $10, $11, where we're at today, and picking up, thousands of them, and Ethereum being worth $2,000 plus today. You would say, hey, I made the right decision, right? Because you held on to those for, the amount of years it took Ethereum to get there. Now that's a big amount of money, but being able to do that, stake on Internet Computer, make the platform, build this platform, and then in turn, you have at the end of the day, say Internet Computer gets to $2,000. Now you have thousands of Internet Computer tokens, you have hundreds of staking rewards. So think definitely pay that price today if you had a crystal ball and you could see that that's what it was. But if you are smart about it and you're knowledgeable about it, where this project's going to go. So it's a win-win in that sense. And so I think what I'll do is, I'm going to end this with the understanding of, the potential behind this cryptocurrency project. We really have to understand, it's not about, investing in a project and making some money off of it. It's about investing in a project that's going to change the world and change the game and change the way that everything is. And cryptocurrency is doing that. There's massive adoption coming in. There's a lot of adoption. And when I speak to that, I'm talking about institutional money coming into cryptocurrency and changing the game for cryptocurrency. There's a lot of catalyst in this coming bull run that leads me to believe that there's going to be a lot of money flowing into cryptocurrency. We have the Bitcoin ETFs waiting to be approved. We have talks about Ethereum ETFs waiting to be approved. But for this specific project, Internet Computer, they formed a partnership with Taurus, which is actually going to bring some attention for big institutional investors, because what the partnership with Taurus provides is essentially custody support for Internet Computer. Now, custody support is important for big institutional investors because these are the types of projects that they go after, ones that have the type of backing that drives big business, big institutional investors into being serious about a company or that they're going to put money into. And then with Taurus, basically has allowed Internet Computer to connect with big banking institutions. And that's basically, having, if you look at Internet Computer as a whole, that would be like having, everything that you need to run a fully operational business on Web3 decentralized space, because you have internet access. Now with Taurus partnership, you have access to banking system and be able to create custody of internet computer to give options for big banks to purchase into internet computer. And this is going to take internet computer to that Ripple level, the XRP level, the QNT level with the CBDCs and banking, but it's starting with the Swiss, and it's going to gradually expand out because this platform is robust. The platform is essentially one of the best platforms that's out there right now to be able to have everything on chain. That means that every connection to internet computer stays on chain, which allows access from different variations to be able to get into internet computer and use the infrastructure that internet computer protocol has built. And that in turn brings in massive value for internet computer, which essentially is going to drive the demand for internet computer protocol cryptocurrency tokens. It's going to create demand for users to want to flood in to internet computer. And the way I envision it is that internet computer protocol is going to be the main used fully accessible